Dream Champs.
Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Black Diamond. Yeah, we here with the Mancave again. I don't feel like I gotta introduce this shit, cause y'all know what come with this shit. We got two members of Spider Creek in the building.
Yes, yes.
You got Saint. We got Mock.
Absolutely.
And we have White Chocolate here as another guest. So, fellas, we just gonna start off with the general. How y'all been? Mental health, etc. Start with you, Saint.
Man, I've been good. Found a morning routine that really works over the last few weeks or a couple weeks. So I've been just kind of locked in on keeping that going, and it's been working. Yeah.
Same. I've been feeling good, feeling great. Same morning routine. Starting microdosing. Strong. Yeah.
That shit's scary.
0.2 in the morning, get you right.
That hell, hey,
For
we
real.
just talk about what we just talked about that, like, bro. That morning smoke don't be needed, bro. You throw something in a bowl or have a little half of something. That's it, bro. I don't really
Yeah.
need to
Facts.
roll a fatty before work, cause I.
You gonna get lazy throughout the day.
Hell yeah.
Right back to the
For real.
All right, cool.
Y'all know what it is. I'm always out here grinding, literally.
Grinding literally at the foundry.
Yeah.
All right, so we just gonna start off basically introducing Spider Creek, y'all. So, shit, tell me how it is, bro, just being an independent group, man. Like, how it is in the studio, because I just know personally from being an artist, when you in the studio with other people, and everybody got their own way that they make a song or lay a track down, or hell, even do a hook. It can make or break a lot of shit, you know, especially when it comes to the final product.
Facts.
So, just start off with that, man. So, basically studio chemistry.
Yeah. What the coolest thing, right, is we started with just four of us, and we're four friends that all went to high school together. We all connected back together after high school, and happened to all be, well, three of us were working on music, and then we took that first trip up to Spider Creek, just to kind of get away. Like, the pandemic had just started, the lockdown happened like literally the day before we came back, or the day we came back. So we got an Airbnb like 5 hours north and just made music for 4 days and made 6 songs, and that was the kind of this cool happened. It was like, that felt good, but we didn't know what that would turn into. And yeah, since then we've done 6 lock-ins. We've done one in Florida, one in New York, a few in the city here, and it's just grown every time. Like, it became more than just us 4. And now, what you said with chemistry, like, I'm producing a lot of that stuff, and we got a couple other producers that work with us pretty heavily. But everybody that comes, like, there's about 25 of us. So there's all different artists, all different genres. There's singers, there's rappers, there's we got photographers and videographers that are always with us. We got all of that around. But everybody just wants to give the best of themselves. Like, everybody wants to make the best product, and that shit changes everything. Like, there's no egos. If you don't get on this song, you just don't get on this song. You get on the next one.
Yeah.
It happens. Find your little pocket. Find, the people that you mesh with the best, and we allow the space for that to happen.
Man, sometimes you got a Bogart in that motherfucker. I'm laying my shit down first.
Yeah, if you, bro.
So
Take that.
basically, what I get from it is like, y'all. I know y'all remember the Dreamville lock-in.
Yeah.
That's what so. Is that kind of how it is? Like, how they?
So that's kind of how it started, right? And so since we, like, coming into this year, we had, I think, 4 lock-ins, and we just had a bunch of music. We were building chemistry, working together, and just kind of having this experience. But that's when we made the transition to start bringing more people around. And so, yeah, the lock-in is, a piece of it, but now we're, allowing experiences for a lot of these artists are at different levels. So now you're at this show, you got these shows back to back. Oh, you're on these songs, so we need you for these shows.
Yeah.
Now you're getting experience there. Or if you're shooting, You may have not done a show. You may have not done a lock-in. It's
lock-in,
practice for
yeah.
everybody to get better, and that's why I think the community is so cool, because like everybody's getting so much more than just making music. You know, everybody's getting like a family to come around, and to are becoming better people.
Yeah.
Day to day, we check in with each other. We do all like the shit that goes beyond the music, like the family. That's so important. That's what makes it different than like a Dreamville, because they're pulling all the biggest, all the
big
people, the
dogs and
names,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
you know, people at those levels do have those relationships. You know, Jid might know Esmino or might know whoever, and they work together well. But on that level, it's not like, oh, we watched y'all grow up. You know, I've been meaning to work with you, or I've been working with you over all these years, and now I get to introduce you to somebody that you ain't never heard of before, seen before in this city.
Yeah.
But y'all mesh perfectly. Like that's so cool type shit. Like,
And
it's different.
And then having two studios run how we do, or somebody's always doing something.
Yup. They
But
got
when
to.
but
Got
then
to.
then you walk in the kitchen, you see like everybody laughing and joking, like you see like a whole plate, like people making their plates, like it's like it feel like a every time. It feel like a family reunion. Like it's like effortless almost. Like you just gotta feel good in that type of environment. So we just try to push that narrative.
And it's the escape of it. You know, no matter what you got going on during your week, your time, whatever, as soon as you know that you got like a Spider Creek coming up or a lock-in coming up, remove all that for the weekend, because you finna be in this world. Like we do
Facts.
it a lot. We've been doing it a lot of times. The last few times at the house. So literally, we'll have a studio in the house, and then we built a whole studio in our attic, and like you said, there's common areas, everybody over there chilling, talking, we doing interviews, we doing all that kind of stuff. But then you'll walk in this studio, and it'll be a cipher, niggas going crazy. But then you'll go upstairs, and it'll be, we got 4 or 5 singers now, and they got their own group. They all be working
Harmonizing.
They are different. So we try to, like I said, not have no egos. This is genreless music. It's a little bit of everything. You know, we just trying to make something that feels good, that something that makes you feel something that's gonna last a little bit.
It's a philosophy.
It's the way of life.
Yeah.
More friends,
More love.
man. That's what we live
Hey.
by. That man came up with that, and ever since, that's been our mantra. You know, if you can bring more people along for the ride, everybody's gonna be at a different level, but they all get to experience this
Beautiful thing.
that they wouldn't have had, you know, just going on their everyday lives. Like,
yeah.
And walking away with something positive. I
Right.
tell you can have more people. It's faster building a house with more people.
whatever it is.
Most definitely.
That's facts. That is facts, man. That's actually cool. That's actually cool, because it's funny, because it takes a lot to sit there and actually, because a lot of people, they have groups, they got concepts, but it's not necessarily a real philosophy behind it. Like, for example, when it comes to Black Diamond, it's a philosophy behind the Black Diamond. First off, what's your chance in nature of ever finding a damn Black Diamond anyway?
Facts.
That shit rare.
It's rare as hell. 2, how diamonds made? Pressure, heat, consistent pressure, heat. But after all that turmoil, all that pressure, all of that torture, comes out something beautiful, something indestructible, something better, with clarity, that invokes different things. To some people, it may invoke an emotional response. Some people, it may invoke, damn, I like the way this diamond came out with the cuts, natural cuts. Need to cut myself like that and get better.
Right.
It's supposed to have people understand, hey, we all go through shit, and it really kind of defeats any inferiority complex or superiority complex anybody may have, because at the end of the day, we all human, bro.
Facts.
We all human.
We all just growing.
Exactly.
And one day we gonna stop growing, so let's grow together. Let's
Exactly.
experience some shit together. Like,
Might as well. And that's how I look at it. You know, we should, like you said, we should come together, because when humans come together, we build something way better.
Yeah, that's when we really get to evolve, move on to the next step of our life, next step in society.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because the thing is, especially with local, and we live in a smaller town. So with music like that, it's gonna feel real regional, or it's gonna feel real like, oh, I gotta do this to fit in here, but you don't even realize that sound is just a derivative of Chicago and Detroit music, or a mixture of all of that.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Like, there's a time for that. When I'm riding, like, if you feel like tipping, it's music for that.
It's
but
bumper music for real.
we don't want to get locked into what making one type of music. Like, you know, we have every shade of person, you know, in our group, and that what's so cool about that is they all have different experiences. They all have, like I said, different levels. They all are in different areas of their life, but we can connect on this wavelength when we together. And it's the coolest shit to see, because it was just a plan at the beginning of the year, and every step has been executed perfectly how it needs to.
Yeah, I agree. Best things from human history has come from when we come together.
Always.
Hell yeah,
Facts.
dog.
Facts.
So, speaking of coming together, we gotta talk about this recession, man. This finance shit, man. So, y'all know, as some people may know, I'm a bit of a finance nerd. I like numbers. I like understanding value. When the stimulus printing was happening, I was getting scared. Reason why is because it's just supply and demand, to be honest with you. The more something you got, the less of it is worth. So it's like, you know, we printed almost 30 to 40% of the money we have in circulation just in the last 2 years.
Wow. I didn't know that.
That shit is fucking nuts. And that's a lot of goddamn money. Right. So when you sit back and you think about it, everything that's happening in partnering with the war in Ukraine, because a lot of our food and crops come from there too, as I found out.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why food been going up too. On top of the natural inflation of food going up. Exactly. Gas, and then tariffs on China. These niggas is trying to tax niggas for having gas cars. A whole bunch of bullshit is happening, right?
Yeah.
The thing that people got to understand about what's coming of this recession is the most millionaires are made from recessions.
Definitely.
Historically. A lot of the millionaires that was made within the last 10 years
From that 2008.
boom. There you go. And it's funny because when you think about the crash before that, back in the 2000s crash, before the lost decade of the 2000s, they was making money in the 90s.
Now, when that happens, though, the economic gap gets widened like this every time. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be more millionaires, but it's also gonna be
It get way wider, and that's why
poverty is gonna be even worse because you gotta pay $25 to go get a roll of, you know, whatever it is. Like I just saw something which blew my mind. Baby formula is on a supply chain shortage. So like, you go to a store, they're running out of baby formula. Yeah. But y'all just are trying to get rid of Roe v. Wade. And so you want me to have these babies, and I can't even feed this baby.
Them.
Like, I saw another thing is like, we care until they born. As soon as they born, go crazy.
Yeah, go crazy. Yeah, we don't care. Let them take out as much debt as they need to. Right. And no matter how old they is, as soon as they turn 18, let them sign up for the military.
Exactly. And that's literally what it is. They want babies to be born so that they can fight in their wars if it needs, so that they can work their jobs. You know, it's all ahead. It's all ahead.
VA long.
But it's all ahead. Like, it's and the amount of money that goes into having kids go through the school system, and the amount of like all of that shit, bro, is a number. And so for somebody like I can't even get to numbers like that. I just make art.
Yeah, no, but right,
it's all numbers.
You are right, because and the wealth gap does increase, and that's something I found out through my study in the finance and stuff like that. Like, from watching 2008 to 2000s, from hearing the stories about my mom about what was happening with them during 2008. Right. Thank God they didn't get hit.
My parents did. Like, it depended. You know?
It depended. And the funny thing is about the real estate, she told me like what happened around then, how her interest rate was different, but because they had rates so fucking low, because when you make rates low, it makes it easier for banks to borrow money.
Right.
So it's basically them just printing money, basically.
Yeah.
Money just become cheaper. And when you got that, basically, it just throws a whole bunch of shit into turmoil. Banks got more money on their balance sheets. People feel richer,
Right.
but it's just the wealth effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a habit of the wealth effect. And when you have the wealth effect like what's happening now, within the last 2 years, a lot of people have made a lot of money.
Facts.
Yeah.
The rich got even more fucking richer.
Facts.
The word billionaire has been thrown around so fast and like casually in the
Remember
past 5
millionaire,
years.
bro? Remember millionaire used to be
Millionaire.
like, damn, you a millionaire?
Cash money millionaire. Like that was really like only the word millionaire. That's how you knew you had it. But now billionaire and now trillion. Like I'm never hearing these words. Like,
Yeah, bro.
and it's so easier. And then now, like, even walking to a store, cereal $5 now. Like
I just went
That shit
to
crazy.
Woodman's today.
that shit
That
crazy.
dog expensive
about,
as hell,
like,
bro.
They say family size, but the same bag is in each box. The same size bag is in each box. It's just on me. Like they really getting back.
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
And a regular
man.
box is like $4.
I mean, shit, you can't really expect much.
We used to
Printing
walk
all the
into a-
money. Every price of everything's gonna go up, and shit, as long as you save right, invest right throughout this, you can become that millionaire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Take
to walk
advantage
into
of
a
the
gas
cheap
station.
realty.
We used to
Like,
walk into a
boy,
gas station
yeah.
with $1. Can't do that no more.
Can't do it no more.
And be good. Like walk out with a gang of shit.
Yeah.
Don't let you
Honey
have a dollar,
buns,
too.
chips.
Like yeah.
Arizona's
Yeah.
didn't change, but
Yeah.
you still get two little can sodas for $1. Dog. Them used to be the times, but it's funny how we see the cycle, how we see the down, then we see the up.
See, my thing is we don't
Now,
make no more though.
You said-
I
said
said we not making much more.
we
Like
not.
depending on if you do your entrepreneur and you have a business set up in a way that it's helping during this pandemic and is helping during this time, and you making back, cool. Or if you took advantage of your PPP, reinvested right, cool. But if you just working a normal job, bro, you didn't get a
Not gonna
raise when
survive.
everything went
Nope.
up.
Yeah,
You didn't like,
You lost
lost
money.
the
Actually, you
money.
lost
Yeah,
money.
They
Cost
treated
was
you
the
worse
one.
and lost money.
bro.
Yeah.
So now I'm paying more for the gas to get back and forth to work. I'm paying more for my groceries. I'm paying more for everything, like whatever it is, but making the same. And that what blows my mind. Like,
And it's crazy, bro. And how they control, to me, what's weird is like, because I watch the stock market. I follow the markets and shit, right? The market has been pretty much for the most part on the downtrend. I've been losing money since the beginning of the goddamn years.
Every other day.
Yeah.
Bitcoin been crashing.
Like, bro, a dog. Like, bro. Like, and I knew it was coming.
because they posted it like when Trump was running out of his presidency, they pushed it up so that they could have that push, that boost at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that shit was fake.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it's okay, cool. That was coming off of what Obama had done
Yeah.
to upturn, and then whatever you fucked up in the first couple years, like y'all patched it up, it's gonna come and break down. Like it's you can't
escape it.
yeah,
You can't
because
escape it.
most people don't care about that. Now, most people are just happy when shit is good, and then be surprised when shit is bad.
It's the culture.
Mhm.
It's really
Going
the
back to
culture.
Kendrick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
coach.
No bullshit. So, now that we've discussed, we all know what it is. People know what it is. What the hell can we do? Now, this is where I gotta put my leg in, y'all, and tell y'all.
Teach me.
If you're trying to put a lot of money in the stocks right now, stop.
You missed your chance.
Yes. Because and I've been trying to tell people to invest for the last 2 years because the last 2 years has been an anomaly.
Right.
A lot of people has made a lot of money in the last 2 years. I thank God to the pandemic money that we was getting. I was throwing that shit in there. And since the market was already down, the shit was going up. I was printing money.
Right.
And it got to the point where it's like, well, shit, don't sell it, bro, because tax is going to slap you across the head. And it's going to slap you hard. So now it's like, okay, let me just watch then. Let me learn some more. Let me see how it is. And as I learned, bro, like everybody that was into the Dogecoin shit, the Shiba Inu shit, the crypto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything was too expensive because of the wealth effect. For them 2 years, everybody had stimulus checks, child tax credit, unemployment, PPP, scam money, whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was rich for the last 2 years. Now, when it's time for everything to go back to normal, everything opening back up, people going back to work, businesses want to make some money back again. Because now you niggas got to come into the office. Y'all remember at first when they said, oh, we just might make this an optional thing permanently. You lying.
They pay rent on the buildings. They
exactly.
Don't make you come back.
I said, bills get due, bro.
Right.
And guess what? Google, Microsoft, get that vaccine, come back to the office. Mm-hmm. You had no choice. Now, being a government employee, I thought I was going to have to get a vaccine and shit too. Yeah, no, that wasn't going to happen either way. Mm-hmm. I don't care if y'all see this. But it's ridiculous how, you infringe upon the motherfuckers' rights in the name of money. But I will call myself a capitalist, that is the downfall about capitalism.
Because it lives and dies by the dollar. Like, it grows by the dollar, and you can make a lot of money. You have the opportunity there, but you can also, like, you leave a certain group of people just out of that loop. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate. And that's it's crazy because I'm the dude to say, hey man, you gotta put people on, bro. You gotta tell people. Tell these niggas. Cause it's so much money to make. I found out, bro, it's so much money to make. Everybody could be a millionaire. But being a capitalist though. Help me.
Being a capitalist, I know. Everybody being a millionaire, it ain't gonna be. Yeah, but okay. So to the sauce, right? Mm-hmm. Everything was expensive. The market is falling. We about to enter a recession. They said we wouldn't. I kept saying we would. It's only a matter of time before you niggas have to stop printing money to find out. Facts. Shit is getting too high. Facts. Inflation is really at 15%. They lying and saying it's at 8.3. Stocks is falling.
And nothing is free.
Exactly.
Nothing is free. Anything that you were given, bro, they gonna get
their get back.
They planned that out from the jump.
And Uncle Sam will take as long as they want to. Hell, even after you die.
Facts.
To come and get theirs, dog.
Back to physics too. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
It's something like it's built into us as people. Whatever made us, we are alike in certain ways, and that's one of them. It's like we have to live by that law. So I just don't get why people be so surprised. Like, prepare for that, but don't be surprised.
They was enjoying that money. Right. Everybody wanted child tax credit. Sign another stimulus. Give me another stimulus. Mm-hmm. But they didn't know they was gonna be broke after the 2 years is over.
Right. I feel like a lot of people, people knew. People knew.
They were just trying to be ignorant.
Yeah, because now, ignorance. Why is the government giving me all this money?
Just to stay home?
Yeah, it's a lot of other things going on, but this don't make sense. Like, where is this money coming from? Like, I ain't even get this much back on my taxes, my nigga. Come on now. Like, when was the last time we ever got that from a government?
Ever in history.
And you choose bro. Now, something's, you knew they're giving that back.
Yeah, you gon' pay that back. I'm man, our grandkids gonna be paying this shit back. I don't think y'all know how much $5 trillion is.
We had nothing to do.
You give 3 million or 300 to do. You give 300 million people $5,000. That's a lot of money.
That shit add up. And like you said, who's gonna pay for it? And I remember when I was watching the news and they was arguing about the stimulus check. That's what the Republicans were saying. Who the hell is gonna pay for this shit?
And that's the thing. Republicans, they're just blunt about it. But as far as that money shit,
I'll say they know what they doing.
Yeah, the system works for Republicans.
Yeah, the system is set up.
They know what they're doing.
Facts.
Like, it's like Democrats, they beat around the bush, and they always end up being lies or not what they said it was. Like,
because this system is set up for the Republican idea or that way of thinking to succeed.
Right.
The American dream.
Right. And those are the people that have been in power the longest, so they the most organized. We over here still trying to find the right democratic way of thinking. And
man.
They've been thinking the same way for.
I always agree on how they view us and how they feel about society, but as far as business and all that, I mean,
As far as them, they reality.
Exactly.
And that's,
Yeah.
that's all it
There you
is.
go. There you go.
They reality.
And the crazy part about it is, the Democrats kept wanting to spend more, and they kept saying, "Hey man, hey nigga, now Joe Biden, we know you want to spend something. What did he spend? 1.8 trillion when he got in office? It was closer too, bro. That's a lot of fucking money, bro. I was saying when they had this is the best stimulus package they had, and they turned it down. This is what was the deal. It was gonna be like 1.8 trillion. This is before Trump signed it at the end when he lost the presidency. That 900 billion plus whatever Biden was gonna spend, right? They said just for 1.8, we'll give them 2 stimulus checks, unemployment, and if the unemployment is bad, we'll extend the unemployment automatically. If not, we'll cut it off. It was limiters on that shit.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, that's like the best shit you could ever say, bro. Nigga, is you serious? You trying to tell me niggas can't finna? Yeah, cause nigga, we ain't finna give you no money. If we see it's a lot of jobs available, you niggas need to get to work. We ain't finna keep spending money because what's gonna happen
now
is
people
what's
don't wanna
happening
go back to
now.
work.
Exactly.
It's the wages.
Like,
And that's
people
why.
Stagnant. Is wages stagnant?
I worked in doing maintenance for like I want to say 5 years now. Don't nobody if you go on Indeed right now, it's a bunch of maintenance for hotels, all of that. They want you to do 1,000,001 things. It's you and another man's that don't even know what he doing,
Yeah.
and you got to teach him while you going, so you getting paid 15, 20 sometimes, and then you got to do everything else that the manager's telling you to do, and then you got to look out for the managers because they
what
try to
would
step
you-
over your toes and shit. Fuck
What
your
would you have
job.
made? What would you have made before the pandemic started? Probably around 15 to 20 for that job, right?
Before the pandemic, niggas was a coordinator. I would have made like
I'm just saying, like, entry level, like, just coming in. Like, if you got one of them jobs off Indeed, it'll probably be around that 15 to 20 coming in.
facts,
right?
and niggas was cool with that
But
before that because
Everything got more expensive.
exactly.
Like, if my cost of living has gone up, the amount of money that I am making should also go up.
But they didn't look at that. They was like, you need to save. You need to do something. That's your personal. That's on you, fool. Like we giving you, giving
We
you
give
this.
free
And-
sauce, and
Yeah.
that's how I looked at it.
These businesses are struggling, so they need to be
That was
that
the
way.
time.
They need
That
to
was
be
the time to
tough
invest
with
that free money, bro. It was.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people got into they entrepreneurship, which I actually like.
Yeah.
But another thing too is a lot of people don't understand the concept of the market, right? It's a market for everything, right? Everybody is also trying to be an entrepreneur too.
It's competition.
Yeah, and I love that.
And it became cool.
That too.
It
It became
became
more so a
cool.
trend,
Yeah.
more so than like the value that's supposed to be an entrepreneur.
And people don't know how much work it is.
Yeah.
Like,
you work
starting a
more. You work
business.
more hours being an entrepreneur than
Bro.
you do a 9 to 5.
Bro, I work my normal job and still work about 50 to 60 hours a week because I gotta mix, produce,
Yup.
edit this graphic, this video, whatever it is. But it's for basically no money. Like it's building that catalog so that that foundation so
That
it can
value
be something.
is
But it's
there.
like, bruh, people don't see that. People don't like. They just want. Oh yeah, I don't work a job. I can do whatever I want. Whatever my schedule is, I make it. Cool.
And don't move, and the market leaves them.
Right.
Like you said,
Exactly.
everything go up, but they stagnant. And what I learned is you got to move with the market, man. And
I was lost in the sauce before the pandemic on me. I was cool with the 9 to 5 niggas was doing they,
I
I was
was
doing my
too.
dance, my
But
boy.
that's
saucing.
That's
But
why it was
then-
so important.
I was
Yup.
lost. I'm
I felt like
it was
COVID
so
did more
valuable.
good than it
Yeah.
did bad.
It was
And
valuable.
I ain't gonna lie to you, because I think the world, it came to the point where the world had to stop, and people had to sit down
World
and
ain't
think.
used to stopping though. We've been going since for the last
gotta refocus.
hundreds of years.
Oh.
Niggas just been going.
Like, damn near like they're
Well,
on
probably
autopilot.
since the Spanish flu, since or the plague or whatever.
Yeah,
in
the other
19
shit. Yeah.
like 100 years ago. So I'm sure every 100 years the world got to clean itself and check itself. Is because it's like with all the prosperity that we had leading up before 2008. And then 2008 happens, and now people are struggling, rushing, trying to get all their shit together. Or you up, like you moving for what was that, like 12 years off of that, 10 years
Yeah.
off of that.
10, yeah. No, 12.
It's like, all right,
12.
now what you gonna do if you have to sit down for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta actually be around the people that you and like actually have that relationship. Like families gotta realize, come together, relationships, all that shit gets affected because normally in your everyday shit you could just go along with your like day to day, like you could just look up, bro. Especially with how much I'm sure you be working, how much I be working. Like most times I don't know what day it is. Like nigga, it's just like bro, it's all
bro.
it's all
I be
together,
so
bro.
confused.
I just be sleep for a little bit to reset, and then
Dog, when I started my job, I was working 6 days a week. That's how it was. No clock. It was 6 days a week I was working, bro. Only
you had 2 hours
day.
of like them times when you used to look at the clock and that motherfucker just go slow as hell. It was 2 years of that.
Yeah, that too. It sure was. But the thing is, to me, what made or broke a lot of people is what they did during that time. When you think about me,
So many people took a step ahead for where the world fit to be.
yeah, some
Over
people
that
saw the
time.
future. They was like, okay, I'm finna get into logistics. I'm finna get into technology, or I'm finna get into whatever. A lot of people changed their shit because when I went to my job, a lot of people retired, and it was like, oh yeah, and I felt that because when he told me the story about his G parents, and he told me that story, I said, man, his granddad and a lot of other people said the same thing, man. Fuck this shit, dude.
Because one, I'm risking my life to be here.
Yep.
All of everything that's going on, like you got a different perspective. Like we just so used to our routine and our habits and our whatever it is.
Just on
had to-
autopilot, just getting up.
It's like
taking a
everybody in the
shower,
world
going to
got
work.
snapped out of that at the same time. And
Yeah, turn your hustle up though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's facts.
For real, that whole pandemic, I ain't had no job, no income. I just made that shit happen
made it
every
work.
month.
Yeah,
and I was
dog.
in that bitch for like the past.
But then you
year
realize
and a
all the
half
shit
after
you
that
don't
shit.
need after that.
Mhm.
Like, something like
You
that,
really-
you realize all the shit you don't use, all the shit you don't need, all the money that you spend. Like, bro, all of that.
You really learn. You learn the true value of time.
Yeah,
For real.
And
bro,
that's what I with this money shit, man. That's what I really learned, bro. Like, because
Time
even
is
when it comes to the money shit, man, I even learned, bro. Like, and just from the past, bro. And when I made the money that I did, bro, I really understood, like, bro, this shit don't mean shit, my nigga. It ain't shit to it, bro.
Right. I just think it's crazy. Like, there's no way to plan for this shit, right? Like, this is just the life we got handed, and we done seen a lot in this life, and it's only gonna probably get worse.
Get worse,
'cause
bro.
global, all that shit is going downhill. So it's like y'all trying to stop us from taking kids out this world. Like, I don't want to bring a kid into this world.
Yeah.
I don't
The
even
rope-
want to be here, man.
Oh God, like, dog, like,
I ain't even have to be here. I'm just here, man.
like, man, it's stretched into a lot of different shit, bro. It do, and basically, to bottom line the finance, right? You invest, but you be cautious in what you invest in. See, my portfolio now, I've lost about, to be frankly honest, lost about $35,000 to $40,000. I lost a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you gotta understand.
The stock
Yeah,
market
that's what
over
come
time
with it.
always goes up though.
Exactly.
It's just very volatile
And
right
and
now.
what that did is, bro, that's what made me really understand value. You know, it's like, yeah, you got money, but money is just a piece of paper, just a representation of value.
Yeah.
I give somebody $100, exchange the value so they can take me to work. I give somebody $100
Right.
in exchange of value so they can give me a
There's
half
a
a
price
weed.
tag on convenience. There's a price tag on service. You know,
Yeah.
all of that. And that's, you can, like, especially like with the art that we making.
I'm about to say,
you
just
can't-
like your art,
Bro,
that's
that shit
value.
It's
You can't
value,
beat that,
it's
bro.
valuable because we create everything from scratch.
Mhm.
We not
all
outsourcing for
in-house.
producers, for
Yeah, man.
mixing, for graphics, pictures, none of that. Like, if it's all in house and that's leverage, that's motherfucking value, that's all of that that you can sell to a company. Now y'all can make back on this, right?
Yup.
But we already got the structure. So now you buying into this, you gonna work with us. It's not gonna be you buying us out.
Mm-hmm. And it's a lot more confidence.
Oh yeah.
Hell of a
You know
lot
how
more
well
confidence.
out.
Man, listen,
I
man.
walk
'Cause
different.
they gotta talk to you different, bro. No bullshit. They gotta talk to you different.
Because it's not just one person. Like we out here picking artists, finding artists that can grow with us, that can get outside their comfort zone, that can have different experiences than they've really ever seen. That shit like this doesn't really happen in this city, and doesn't really happen for people that have grown up or like us, because we think a little different. So because we think a little different, we don't really fit into most of the normal.
That was just high school anyway.
Exactly. Or like just going to I'm not just gonna go to the studio and pay this nigga just because that's what y'all do. I'm gonna use this Mac that I got coming in high school, and I'm gonna learn this shit. And I'm gonna sit here and learn this shit over 6 years. I'm gonna sit here and learn this shit over 8 years. And when y'all finally catch on, I'm gonna have it like down to a science. Like it's gonna be light. It's gonna be something like, even when I'm not having a good week as far as like the beats I'm making or the songs I'm making or whatever it is, y'all still look at it like that's leaps and bounds ahead of, because it's not a fluke. Like this is practice.
prove it.
Niggas been in the gym.
Yeah.
Like this is really there's so many analogies to basketball and sports between music, is because like that shit is really like training. Like,
It is.
Like,
It
this
is.
the same my coach used to tell me. He used to be like, "Oh, you sitting on your ass and you doing this and that, and you want to play video games." He said, "I bet you that next man is right in the gym right now, working on this game."
And you
putting
can't.
shots up.
That's time.
My
That
coach
goes back
used
to
to say
time
that
being
shit
so
with wrestling.
valuable. It's like, how do you spend your time?
Yeah.
Boom.
Like
Like you said,
if I spend it, even if this song never comes out or this beat does, like I was working on that practice. I was working on either my, trying something new, a different melody, whatever it is. 3 months down the line, that's gonna pop back up in my head when I'm working on something. It's gonna be like, damn, I had that, but I worked on it that day. I wasn't asleep or on TikTok.
You
or
didn't just
whatever
think
it is.
about it. You
Exactly.
did something with it.
Right. So that's literally what I live by. Like, as long as I show up, it's gonna get us where we need to go. Type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's just everybody on the motherfucker. Though.
Facts.
That's just
Yeah.
should be for anybody. If you show up, something gonna happen.
Yeah,
whether it's
it
good or
always
bad,
gotta
but worst
be.
case scenario, you get turned away, and then you learn from it. You're not dead. Like you're not losing nothing else. You got
Yeah.
yourself still.
facts.
And that just go into the mindset.
Because even if you lose, bro, even if you fuck up, even if whatever goes wrong to the worst of your imagination, you still gonna learn from it.
Exactly.
You still it's gonna push you further as long as you don't give up. As long as you believe in yourself first, because you can't have somebody else believe in you before you believe in you. But then, like, just put the time in. Put the fucking time in. Like,
Yeah.
Invest in
we
yourself
look at the last 2
and get
years, bro.
yourself
We
to
really
grow.
sat down. I was not a producer before the pandemic started. I had a keyboard since I was 6. I taught myself all of this shit, but it's because over the last 2 years, like I realized I had time. I don't have to keep doing just writing these verses every time. It's like, oh, I could just be working on a beat on beats for a year and just lock in on that. And then when I come back to the writing, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have taken a break from it. Solidified, and I got that, bro. It's always gonna be there. I worked on that for years. Now let me get this production down, and then engineering. Been working on that over this whole time. But it's like, try something new every time. Try and stretch yourself every time, but just put the time in.
That's all you gotta do.
and don't try to keep up with the pace of others.
No, bro, work at your pace, bro.
Work at your pace.
Because that's the other cool thing is, like, I don't expect none of them. I work at a feverish pace, but it's just that's how
That's
I
you.
exactly.
Exactly.
My mom does that. That's how I was trained. Whatever it is, that's how I don't expect none of them to work at that pace. Work at what works for you, as long as you working.
Facts.
As long as at some point is going you put in that time in to get better, to work on your craft, to whatever it is, you good. If you need your self-care days, if you need it, keep your mental right. If that's not right, everything else will be out of
Everything
way.
is off.
Yeah.
But Yeah, you gotta put the work in. Like
that
I
work
just,
in.
that's people gotta put fucking work in.
I
that
be
work
looking
in,
like I ain't
man.
doing shit.
Nah, but you be putting work in.
Nah,
He be coming to me
I
with the
come out
verse
there.
and the song already done. You know how easy
ain't
that
doing
makes it
shit.
for when I'm producing.
When you put, I already
It's
know.
like, oh, I already know what style he come. But if I can hear it, oh, I can find a tempo. All right, now we find a drum. Or we gonna build this out. Oh, halfway through, he like, oh yeah, but we gonna do this. Switch. Oh, I can switch the beat now. Like all of that is like that's work. You know, even when he not, cause I got the whole setup right.
Yep.
So I could just walk into my studio and I'd have made it, work to me. As soon as I want to start playing or whatever it is, it's there, it's ready. Not everybody has that.
Yeah.
But your skill is words. So like, how are you working on your words? How are you working on
That's
your
all I'm into
mindset?
anyway, but
Exactly.
that's more just me going about a day and be like, hold on, play that back again. Hold on.
Exactly. Or
That's
even
how I
how are
was.
you studying? How you
Yeah.
studying? Even if you're not
Yeah.
working on how you studying.
Yep.
Are you out here looking at your favorite art or how they performing? Okay, get your performance.
Taking
better.
notes.
Or how they change their voice on this. I'm listening to music at all times, new shit.
Facts.
Like we just started a fucking group chat. It's got like 15 to 20 people in it.
straight
And we just
music.
sending music.
That shit
And
crazy.
I like
it
that.
sounds like real simple, but it's like all these people don't know each other, right? They all getting different vibes from all, like there's jazz fusion, there's some Larry June in there, there's motherfucking Aaron Ray and Smino. Like it's all different,
Now you getting
all different music in there, but it's all from different. Like I know a nigga in there is from St. Louis. Another one live in Chicago. Like they all over the place. Now how do we connect? Because it's all been just love.
That's,
Oh, I
that's
fuck
the
with that. Oh,
power
I fuck
of
with
music.
That. Oh, I fuck with him, but I ain't heard that song.
And
Like,
it's kind of like a business thing too. Like once you have that relationship with that many people, just on just some bullshit. We all listen to music. That's just
that's more
music. But
friends,
now,
and that's more love.
now we got this little group chat. What you on, fool? I'm in your city.
Yup. It's that simple, bro. Yeah. You make some magic, bro.
Right. Yeah. It all feeds back to itself. You just got to give yourself as many avenues. It's the same way with your income and your wealth. If you can have multiple streams where people can connect to you in different ways that are unique and they fuck with, that's all gonna lead back to Spider Creek. That's all gonna lead back to your home or where you want them to. It's just about setting those up and being creative with your ways of doing, because everything has been done.
Exactly.
Like the Kendrick shit was cold because it's the way he executes.
Yeah.
It's not
People don't hear
the deep fake.
they
Bro,
don't hear
that
music,
has
bro.
happened before.
Like people don't they don't know how to see a thing. I like what music is. I can isolate
right.
in music.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to
Yeah.
listen to a song 2 or 3 times because
Right.
I listen to the beat first.
Exactly.
Then I just listen to the lyrics.
Same way.
Then I listen to the
Same
whole
way.
thing. And then it's like, okay, I can see how you did that. Or I can see how you did that. Because, for example, like you said, listen to your favorite artist, make your craft better. When I was consistently making music and dropping music, I was listening to Drake. I was listening to his cadences, how he switched, how he flowed.
That man is so talented in that.
Yes,
Like his vocal
the frequency, the
control.
Yes,
is
it's the
insane.
control.
Yes,
Like hell yeah, fucking right, dog.
control.
Dog,
Like-
you can hear it. You can tell it's in the middle of 2 takes. But I say even on 2 takes, bro, he ran out of breath on both of them, rapping that whole verse, bro. And it's like that like you said, you listen to
But
one
he was
thing
able
and
to
then
do
you
that.
take it.
Also, I fuck with him because of think of the pressure
Yeah,
of having a Wayne coming off of his run and you being the next one.
They said
Like,
he was better than Wayne. They was comparing,
bro,
Wayne.
but it's like that takes
Lil
a
Wayne
lot
versus
of
Lil
work.
Wayne versus Drake.
That
Yeah, the
takes a
world
lot of
tour.
work.
Yeah,
That was their whole but
Yeah.
that takes a lot of work and that takes a lot of confidence because it's like that's Wayne.
Oh yeah, go, bro.
That's
Like
Wayne, bro. Like I don't know. I commend that man. I wish he would have went fucking independent instead of signing that deal. But
oh, let's not talk about that deal.
it's all big business.
Cause we was talking about how that deal might be split up. Cause I'm like, if Drake's smart, bro, okay. They said, what did they say? It was a $400 million deal. Listen,
No, 6.
I'm
Was it
thinking
4?
6.
It was like 600
I thought it was
million.
6.
I'm thinking I threw 6 at it, just random, because I'm like, okay, obviously that's including any visual projects he may have, so filming, whatever. Okay, checked off the box. Music, if I wouldn't have did that, bro, with the music, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, bro.
His music is worth billions. If they was willing
Easily.
to give him easily close to that,
Like
dog.
I get it. Like I get it. Having because in his position, he would have to come back and create a whole structure,
That's
damn near
true.
of a label to do all of those things for him.
That's
right?
true.
So the convenience you pay for convenience, and you pay
got the
for
machine behind him.
you got the machine, you got the connections, the niggas that are already in the industry, and now you got the leverage. So now y'all gonna pay me to have me, but
It was 400 million, by the way.
It was 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God for Google.
But shit, damn, bro. Just 4, bro.
It's just like if he did do that work, bro, he would change the
four.
whole landscape of the music industry.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ready to take
yeah.
that on. He don't have to take it on right now. That can
That's something
be
you could build up to.
exactly, but
Yeah.
I want to see what happens.
That's a whole nother conversation. Because if he pull away, it's over for the whole labels.
Industry, they gonna
The
have to-
whole
they gonna have to-
industry
It's all
crumbling
about
for
market
it.
Because they
share.
already
It's
hanging
all
on by a
about-
damn thread anyway,
Right.
dog.
But it's all about market share, and it's like if we have Drake, bro, that's like 45% of the market, like at least in his prime, like that's
He
like
get what he
45% of the
want, bro.
market. Like, so if that goes away, now y'all scrambling. Like it's like when you see the festivals and it's the big names versus the little names. The big names is the one bring the money.
Yeah.
The little names is filling in the spaces.
Yeah,
but
they trying to attract
yeah,
people. So the big
Coachella then get they money off the first 10 names type shit.
pretty much.
Or they money's worth off the first 10 names. So it's like that, and they trying to do that with these artists, and I wish they would just go do their own shit. I
Everybody
want
go
to see
do
what
their own
Kendrick
shit.
does. I fuck with what J. Cole's doing. I just think Drake is a different level of.
He's a different animal. Yeah.
For business wise.
Yes.
Business wise, yeah.
He's just a different animal.
Yeah.
So I can understand why UMG didn't want. From a business perspective, if I'm Lucian,
I'm paying.
I want to whatever he want, bro. Blank check on my mama. I said that. I said, well, hold on, Arby. Wait a minute now. I'd invited that nigga over to the crib in the hills or something,
Right.
overlooking some good shit, some wagyu steak. So you said 400 million? Yeah, you said 4? How about 6? I ain't gonna lie. I think it's 6 because
But he gonna get paid in so many more ways. Than
that's
Bro,
what I said. The incentives in that motherfucker
Bro.
gotta be unlimited. The return on the incentives in that bitch
he
gotta be
wouldn't
unlimited.
take the deal if it wasn't right for him.
Exactly. Royalties had to be 100% there.
Yeah.
Though with music, I got a question for y'all. Cause
What's
I've
up?
been trying to figure out something myself. It's kind of completely off topic. When the hell is Rod Wave gonna drop the album that he's been procrastinating?
Ain't that nigga in jail?
Yeah, he just got in jail for choking somebody out, choking his girl out or something.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
think he in jail,
Yeah. I heard about
I
some.
didn't know
I didn't know he
about that.
strangled his girl. I just heard he strangled the motherfucker.
he was
But I
strangling.
think he in jail, so that album ain't coming. It might. They love dropping albums after niggas go away. It's like
Yeah.
you can't even promote it. What are y'all doing?
Record labels get paid from jails.
They gonna get their money back.
Because I know
Stocks.
he dropped the Sorry for
Facts.
the Wait, and then now we finna have to wait some more.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that shit is crazy, bro.
We got
I didn't
into
even know
conspiracies like a motherfucker.
Already, we skipped over Kevin Samuels. But
That's
shit,
another conspiracy.
I'm about to say, yeah, let's talk about it. It's crazy how Kevin Samuels passes away. Then a few days later, now we knew the bitch was lying. I'm sorry for calling her a bitch, but that Megan lied about stepping on glass and getting
She was
shot.
lying. She was lying.
We knew she
we can
was
finally
lying.
say that,
Yeah.
right?
We
We can say that now.
I said that.
Is
I
it
said
okay?
I've been waiting to take the hood off for 2 years, bro.
She
I ain't gonna lie. I've been waiting like you said. I've been waiting on details to come out. I'm waiting until the trial.
She's a great big phony.
No bullshit. And what's crazy about the Kevin Samuels thing is, we all know what Kevin Samuels did. We know what his work was, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's our independent thoughts on his content? Like, and just keep it a buck. Like, if you think he
think-
was disrespectful to black women completely, keep it a buck. If you think he was helping, keep it a buck.
I think honest opinions are necessary for us to grow as a society because we need people that don't think like everybody else to, they gonna say, I'm gonna say something that shock you and then you gonna fucking listen though. Like I'm not going, your
Yeah.
brain ain't gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, this sound like everybody else, I can tune out. Like you gonna be like, invested now. So I think that's necessary, and I think that is a certain undertaking that certain people take on in this world. A lot of rappers do that. A lot of artists are that way. Comedians are the same way. It's like you have to take on being able to take on the scrutiny and the backlash, all of that. But I'm gonna give my opinion, and it's an opinion. Like, I'm not
Just
saying
that.
what's fact.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what I believe. And if you don't like it, then we can discuss that. It don't have to be fights. It don't have to be nothing like that. And we need people like that. It is unfortunate he passed, bro. I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
I wasn't at all.